Hi guys, it's Mihiri here and welcome to another episode of Mondays with Mihiri. On today's episode, I want to talk about limiting beliefs. A limiting belief is a belief that you hold about yourself that might come from your family, your background, other people telling you. So it's beliefs that are holding you back from reaching your fullest potential. This is something that I am constantly trying to work on, and it's really a struggle for sure. A great example I have that illustrates limiting beliefs, I absolutely love to watch Oprah and I listen to her speeches all the time. And in one of her speeches, she talks about how when she was a young girl in Mississippi, her grandmother was trying to get her to learn how to clean and do laundry because Oprah's mother was a maid, and so that's what her grandmother thought she would be too. So she wanted to make sure that she was really well trained to be a good maid. Well, thankfully Oprah knew that she had more in store for her, and she didn't fall into her limited belief. But I can imagine how this could be really hard to combat something that you've believed your whole life. For example, if you grow up in a family that is a low-income family, you might set a ceiling for your highest earning potential because no one in your family made more than a certain amount of money. I've also got to witness the complete opposite of this. So the beginning of this year, I decided that I wanted to get into acting, and so I did a little bit of background acting in a couple of TV shows. Then I got a chance to be a background actor in a feature movie. So it was such a cool experience, and I'm so happy that I got to do it. And one day the director brought in his son to work, and so this little kid, he was probably like 5 or 6 years old, got to see this amazing movie set with like expensive camera equipment, like celebrities and like cool costumes. And I was just thinking, how cool is it for this kid to be able to go to this setting and like see all of these amazing things. And this kid will now be able to have director, actor, camera operator, sound operator. All of those job titles are in his repertoire now because his family does that and his father does that. So it wouldn't be such a stretch if he someday became a director, because it's what he is surrounded with in his entire life. And if you take this same concept and apply it to somebody, let's say a kid whose parents both only worked for minimum wage, that kid is going to have certain beliefs about his or her potential because that's what they saw their entire lives. So this is why I believe this is something that is really worth looking into, because you are capable of reaching your dreams and goals. But if we're putting these subconscious blocks in the way, then the universe or God or whatever you believe in isn't going to give that to you, because you are putting in like anxiety and just beliefs about yourself that aren't true. So if you are already setting that limit for yourself, then that's as much as you're going to get. And again, this is something I really struggle with all the time. And I think when it comes down to it, it really is about not feeling like you're worthy, like you don't deserve amazing things. So when I first moved into my place in LA, it was a nice neighborhood. I would say it's on like middle to higher socioeconomic class, and it's a safe neighborhood. It's really nice. And I remember when I first moved in feeling like, oh my gosh, like everyone's gonna think I'm an imposter, like I don't deserve to be here, because where I grew up, my whole life was you turn a corner and there's 5 or 6 police cars arresting somebody, or at night there's helicopters going on trying to look for some criminal or something. So that's what I thought was kind of like the norm. And anything beyond that was just like, oh my gosh, like why should I get this? Like I don't deserve this. And it took me a long time to realize this and to finally like say to myself, no, I deserve to live in a nice neighborhood where I could feel safe walking my dog at night. and I feel comfortable, and it's a clean environment. So those are things that were important to me. So I had to really combat these like limiting beliefs that I had about what I deserve and what type of space I deserve to live in. So today, take some time to look at where you might be placing limiting beliefs on yourself. And again, this isn't anybody's fault. It's just the way that life is. And once you recognize it, I think you can start moving towards working on it. So where are you limiting yourself? Are you setting a certain income level for yourself and you feel like you can't reach higher than that? I think this is something I'm always struggling with. Is there a certain type of relationship that you want with a partner, but you can't seem to get there? Why is that happening? Take a look at how you feel about these certain things. Look at your childhood. Look at the way you grew up. Look at your community. Maybe there's some clues as to why you might have set these limits on yourself. And once you've come to that realization, you can start training your brain to think differently. For me, it's always about trying to convince myself that I deserve these good things to happen in my life and that I deserve to be happy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this to be helpful. I will catch you on the next episode of Mondays with Mihiri. Bye-bye.